The Man Who Knew the Moment, a story about presence learned sideways. Rain stitched the city together in long silver seams. It slid off fire escapes, pooled in the crooked mouths of alleyways, and tapped Morse code on the windows of the Hawthorne Detective Agency. I was inside, coat still on, hat dripping onto yesterday's regrets. I told myself to be here now. I always did. I was very good at telling myself things. People came to me because I talked like I knew how life worked. They said I had a voice that slowed the room down. I'd learned to speak that way on purpose. Low, measured, like a man who wasn't in a hurry with the world. Stay in the present, I'd tell them. That's where the answers are. It sounded good. It even felt true when I said it. But truth, like rain, can slide right off you if you're not careful. That afternoon, a woman named Clara Bell sat across from me, hands wrapped around a chipped mug of office coffee. She watched the steam more than she watched me. People who watch steam are usually trying not to watch their thoughts. My husband left, she said. He said he needed space. I keep replaying everything I said wrong. I nodded. The practiced nod. That's the past, I said gently. It doesn't exist anymore. All that's real is this moment. She looked up then. Does that actually work? I smiled. The right kind of smile. The kind teachers use. It does if you let it. She left calmer than she arrived. They usually did. That was my quiet magic. I'd sit with them, speak about now, about breath, about noticing the rain instead of the memory, and they'd walk back into the wet streets a little lighter. Then the door would close, and the moment would leave with them. Because the second I was alone, my mind went where it always went, backward, forward, anywhere but here. I replayed old cases, old mistakes, old words I should have said differently. I imagined futures where things went wrong before they even started. I knew the theory. I could teach it in my sleep. Emotions as indicators, discomfort as misalignment, ease as a sign you're in the now. I'd read it, underlined it, lived near it. But I didn't live in it. I lived beside it, like a man who owns a map but refuses to walk the road. The city didn't judge. The city never does. It just kept raining. At night, I'd take cases that didn't matter, missing watches, unfaithful husbands, stolen dogs that always came back on their own. I told myself it kept me grounded. What it really did was keep me busy enough not to notice how rarely I felt present. One night, between a flickering street lamp and a bar that smelled like spilled hope, I met Eli. He was maybe 17, too young for the rain to have taught him anything yet. "You're the guy," he said, "the detective who talks about now." I raised an eyebrow. That's one way to put it. My mum listens to your radio spot. I forgot about the radio. Late night minutes where I'd talk about staying with your breath while the city slept. Funny thing about voices on air, they sound like they belong to someone else. Eli shuffled his feet. "Can you teach me?" "Teach you what?" "How to stop my head." It meant I should have said no. Teachers who don't practice should refuse students. But something tender in his asking caught me off guard. "Sure," I said. "Sit." We sat on milk crates under the awning. Rain fell in sheets beyond the dry line. I told him what I always told them. Feel your feet, notice your breath, let thoughts pass like cars in the night. He listened, really listened. His shoulders dropped, his jaw unclenched. Presence found him like it always does when invited. "You're good at this," he said. I laughed, a sound that surprised both of us. "I've had practice talking about it. What about doing it?" he asked. The question landed between us, heavy and gentle all at once. "I'm working on it," I said. He nodded, like that was enough. Kids are generous that way. Weeks passed. Eli kept showing up. We'd sit. I'd teach. He'd arrive. And every time he left, I felt the same quiet ache. Not envy, not shame. Something softer, like watching someone walk into a warm room while you stay in the hall. One evening, the rain stopped. That's how you knew something was wrong. The city felt exposed without its curtain. Sounds were sharper, thoughts louder. I couldn't hide behind the rhythm anymore. I sat alone in my office, heart tapping against my ribs like it wanted out. I tried to be present. I really did. I noticed the desk, the lamp, the smell of old paper, and then the memories came anyway, not invited, not gentle. That was when Eli walked in, face pale. "My mum's in the hospital," he said. "They don't know what's wrong." And I stood. Finally, something real, something now. "Sit," I said automatically. He didn't. "I can't slow down," he said. "Everything's spinning." I opened my mouth to teach. Nothing came out. Because in that moment, I wasn't present either. I was afraid. Afraid of saying the wrong thing. Afraid of failing at the one thing I pretended to know. So I did something different. I told the truth. "I don't know how to do this perfectly," I said. "I talk about now because I forget it." He stared at me. "I forget it a lot," I went on. "But we can remember together." I sat. He sat. Our breaths found each other. Uneven but real. No lesson. No technique. Just two people in a room with something that mattered. The moment didn't sparkle. It didn't fix anything. It just stayed. That night, after he left, the rain came back. I stood at the window and, for the first time in a long while, I didn't narrate it. I didn't turn it into meaning or memory. I just watched. The city breathed. So did I. I'm still not very good at living in the present moment. I still teach it. I still fail it. But now, when someone sits across from me and asks if it works, I don't smile like a man with answers. I pause. And somehow, that pause teaches more than I ever could.